All Things Motoring is owned and brought to you by CHANGECARS, South Africa's trusted online vehicle platform. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or just need advice, visit changecars.co.za.
Coming up this week on All Things Motoring, Ernest dives further into the classic car and bike show. We chat to one of the organisers and look at a very special Mini Cooper. While Michael and Gugu surprise each other at the V8 Roadhouse in their new daily drivers.
I'm here with Colin from the events team that put this incredible event together. Colin, it's a 2-day event that runs every year. It's something that, from having spoken to the people here today, it's a highlight on the calendar. Tell us a bit more about this event.
So this event is the annual Classic Car and Bike Show. It's one of the main fundraisers for the IPA. We host the event every year at Time Hall Villa. It's a historic building, grade 2 listed, I think. And one of the interesting things about this building is Sir Percy Fitzpatrick, who wrote Jock of the Bushveld, actually lived here for a time. I think his father owned it. So it happens every year on the second to last weekend of January.
Wow.
And what we do is we do 2 days. So we'll do one day which will be modern classics, which was what you guys all are seeing here today. And then the other day is what we call vintage classics. A little bit of a bending of the exact sort of terms and whatnot. So today is a lot of the modified guys, a lot of the hot rods, you know, very exciting stuff. I mean, these guys are showcasing amazing stuff. And then tomorrow will be a lot of the more established car clubs, you know, like the Crank Handle Club, the MG Car Club. And there we will have cars ranging right from 1901 all the way up to the mid-90s. So tomorrow at the show we will have a 1901 Benz, which is the oldest car in the country.
Wow. And this is what makes this event so interesting, is that you've got a completely different group of cars from one day to the next. And I understand there's only going to be one car tomorrow that's going to be the same, and that's your car.
Yes, that's our Model A Ford. So today we had it here just to put the map against, and then tomorrow we'll have it in the field. And then everything else tomorrow will be different. I mean, we will have all the major car clubs of Cape Town as well as motorcycles.
Wow.
So there's a lot to see, and I don't know if you guys have had a look around. There's all the stuff there with the miniatures.
Yeah.
You know, there's jumping castles for the kids. You know, what we really are trying to do is create sort of an experience for the family, you know, because there's a lot of petrol-head dads and they're dragging the wife and kids along, and then the wife doesn't know what to do or the kids don't want to do. Well, these days maybe it's the husband that doesn't know what to do.
Well, in your case, you and your lady are both very much involved with the Crank Handle Club here.
Absolutely. You know, if you told me 5 years ago I would have met my wife at an old car club, I would have laughed at you. But yeah, we did. We actually met at a Crank Handle Club event, all of us driving our old cars, and the rest was history.
Well, this event, again, a spectacular day so far. Tomorrow you say there are bikes and older cars.
Yep.
The history of this event, how long has it been around for? And how long has it been in this format? Because I'm liking the fact that it's 2 days.
Yeah, so this show started roughly 30 years ago, and it started with the Crank Handle Club. At one stage it was handed over to the IPA to run. So in this format with modern classics on the Saturday and the vintage classics Sunday, this is actually the 21st running of the show. So we had a little break for about 3 years due to COVID, and sort of, you know, everything needed to bounce back to how it was normal, and we didn't want to do the show and not make it a great success. So this year we're back. There is a new organizing committee that's been involved. You know, we took over from Joe Haysalman, who really was the brains behind this outfit for the past 20 years. She really created the show to what it is, and she's handed over to us, and we're trying to continue her legacy to move forward.
Well, there you have it, folks. The 2-day event that happens every year. Are we going to see you over here in 2024? I hope so. I'm standing here with Ibrahim driving a car that I would personally own myself, but this one here is a very specific Mini.
Yes.
Tell us a bit more about it.
Okay, this is a 997 Monte Carlo. It's a 1000 cc. It's one of there was only 26,000 give or take manufactured, but then for Mulligan purposes, for rallying, they had to take a certain number of those cars, and which was roughly about 4,000. And from there, they would basically then badge them and tweak them up into a special car.
Yes.
Now, this is one of them, and where what made, first of all, the Mark 1s very special and unique is that they had characters on the car, which is, if your guy want to pan in, okay, first of all the Mark 1s are known for slide windows.
Okay.
That's the external hinges over here. And then they had another unique feature, which was the teardrop lights.
Nice.
Which came in that period. Then on the Morris Cooper, which this is an example of it, they came out with all the bells and whistles, which is, if I can just take you to the front, you see on the bumpers over here, you've got the small overrider and you've got the big overrider.
Okay.
This is the only model that came out with that.
But this one, the Monte Carlo specifically, has it got anything to do with the two wins at the Monte Carlo?
Very much so.
Okay.
Because of that Mulligan numbered cars.
Yes.
And this is a Cooper, full spec Cooper car. It's got a racing head, the twin carbs. It's got a racing cam in here. It's got a close ratio box, closed gate box, limited slip.
No
Disc
way.
brakes. Yes.
No way.
Disc brakes in the front, which other minis don't have.
See,
only the later
know that
models.
coming to talk to you. I just thought it looked cool.
You're not going to find a mini as original as what it left the factory, because there's so many variations. I contacted the guys in the UK and I told them, look here, I've got this car. I gave them the dog tags. They checked it up. They told me this car is supposed to be red with a black roof. I think, but my car is green with a white roof now. They tell me don't stress about it, because these cars gets changed. So you would buy a car and the owner, I'm not happy with this. Change it. And that is what they were about. You could chop and change with whatever for your fancy.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, you would have a unique car for yourself.
Which is what this is.
Well,
I can't believe this one's got an LS in and all of that spec. Ibrahim, I'm glad I came to come talk to you, my friend.
It was nice meeting you guys as well. No, it's a little unbelievable car. If I can just add, this car is 98% original. It's not a restored car, it is a preserved car.
Well, there you go, folks. It's all about preserving it, keeping it as pristine and mint as possible. This is definitely one of those examples. Well, that's all from me here at the Cape Town Classic Car and Bike Show. It's been an incredible ride, and the reason I'm sitting with this car over here is because my parents had one exactly like this, and I kind of wish they didn't sell it. So excuse me while I reminisce, and back to you guys up in Joburg.
After the break, Michael and Gugu head to the V8 Roadhouse in their new daily drivers.
Today I'm on my way to the V8 Roadhouse in Harties, and the memo was V8. So personally, I've just bought my very first V8. It is an SL500. Super proud, I'm a big V8 fan. And that was the memo. I got the car. Michael says to me he's flying in or landing in, so I do not believe for a second that he's driving a V8. It's probably going to be a V10 or something, so we'll see. So let me give you some quick facts about this car. It is a naturally aspirated 5-litre V8, and if anyone knows me, you know that I'm a big V8 fan. Personally, this means a lot to me because as a child, my very first model car was an SL, and just a few short years later, this is where we are. Still a child at heart. There's a 5-litre naturally aspirated V8, and the shape for me is what does it. It's a timeless, gorgeous shape. It is a convertible hardtop, so whether it's got the roof up or roof down, it's a gorgeous looking car. And with the roof up, you literally cannot tell that it's a convertible. Now, let's head over to the V8 Roadhouse in Harties and gonna see what Michael has in store for me today.
There's nothing to beat the serene feeling of the early morning. I won't lie to you, it's not often that I'm up just before 5. Today is one of those days. We're in the beautiful town of Harties. Behind me is one of my favorite restaurants, Vovotello. If you're in the area, you're looking for an amazing breakfast, come here. Only one recommendation, come after 8 and they will be open. But talking about 8, today we're heading to a very special place, also in Harties, the V8 Roadhouse. I will add, not chosen by me, I approve, but chosen by Gugu. And herein lies a clue. Today we're doing something slightly different. I'm arriving in a car that Gugu hasn't got a clue what it is, and he's arriving in a car that I don't have a clue what it is. However, I use a little bit of intelligence, it's what I do. You choose a V8 Roadhouse, you're coming in a V8. I'm coming in something totally different. A beautiful 4-cylinder Honda Civic Type R.
Okay. So this is it. Hey?
Stop smiling, but.
I'm not smiling, you're smiling.
Yeah, but I've got a reason to smile. Look what I've got.
Well, fair enough, I'll give you that. But did you not get the memo? I mean, V8, Roadhouse, V8, the V8 part?
Correct. You've been working with me many months now.
Yeah.
Have you not got the impression that I lead, I don't follow?
Fair enough. Tell me more about
V8 is the name
this.
of Roadhouse. Before I tell you about this, I would love to hear just 5 things that you like about that car.
Well, if I give you 5 things, on condition that you give me 25 things that you like about this car.
Fair enough. So an immediate acknowledgement that this is 5 times better. But you go first. I'm thinking about all of them.
There's a lot here. The designers were quite excited when they created this. So here for me, obviously you mentioned the roof. I love the fact that it's a convertible, but it's a dual character car. When the roof is closed, it doesn't look like a convertible, doesn't feel like a convertible. And when it's open, it's a different car. The engine, of course.
A masterpiece.
Masterpiece. 5-litre V8, the burble of a V8 engine. You know that, you drive the R8. 3 for me is the design. So this for me is a timeless design. You look at the new SL, it's got nothing on this. You'd never say that this is a 2003 car, in my opinion. What do you think?
Absolutely. So you look at the fluidity of the lines, and I remember,
it's fluid, eh?
I know this car, when you were 10 years old when this car came out, I was 30 years old, I could admire it. They made the 55 or the 63.
55, 63.
Personally, forget about the performance,
Mm-hmm.
and lost the fluidity. I love this. Only 2 more to go.
2 more to go. Let's go 4. The Tech 2003. I've got adaptive cruise control. I've got cruise control, obviously. I've got a TV in the car. So moving out for me, guess where it happens
Tell me
these
about
days?
dstv. Are you watching channel 189?
I do try. I've got my ways.
This was when there was ETV, SABC 1, 2, 3,
yeah.
4, 5, 7 and 8.
So E's still good enough for me. Moving out these days happens anyhow.
Born romantic.
Well, I do try, champ.
So I've heard several times from several people on several different occasions,
okay, stop.
on several different days. Sorry, you get the picture about you being romantic.
I get it. 5, last one. I've got heated seats and cooled seats in this thing. How cool is that? No, not impressed? Okay, you tell me 25 things.
228 kilowatts of turbocharged power. You can't impress me. Now, jokes aside, if you're looking for a car that is absolutely bang for your buck, a weekender, often at CHANGECARS, people write in and say, I'm looking for a 2nd or 3rd car, just something to have fun with on the weekend. I'm not looking to spend a telephone number. Honestly, can you do better than this, in your opinion?
No, not at all. You've got the best of everything in this car. Everything. Like I said, convertible, hardtop, V8, it's a cruiser. You enjoy it.
I'm not biased, but Gugu is, but with good reason.
Now give me 25 about this car. Come, let's go.
I could literally give you 30, but I think the thing that stands out for me is the driving. You drive a Golf R, you drive some powerful small engine cars, you got that massive torque steer, you feel like a car wants to hurt you. This car is massively powerful, 228 kilowatts, 400 Newton meters of torque, but you'll drive it. One thing that you'll notice, linear. Then the standout or other standout, the looks. You look at this car from the front, to me, very seldom have any design engineers in the world nailed it like Honda.
Stunning.
Then you go to the back and you can say the exact same. It also makes a statement. Personally, I'm honest, don't love the rear wing. Happy to donate it to Boeing or Airbus or Learjet, whoever you are. What else for you, just looking at it, stands out?
The seats, those racing bucket seats for me,
100%.
they look proper. So the $1 million question here is, how much did you pay for this car?
I knew that was coming. Two things. One, a lot less than $1 million, and I'm not withholding information from a valuable member of the team. What I want to ask our viewers today is get involved. Let's have a competition. You do your homework, go onto the CHANGECARS website, go onto other websites, see what you think we would have paid for this. 2019, 10,000 kilos, plus come back to us and tell us what you think you can get better value for money in this price category. Now that is what I came for.
Well, I was wondering why you agreed so easily to come out here. Now let's use that table at the back of your car. Come. Do you feel it when you're driving?
I don't, because I don't drive fast enough, but seriously, this is one magnificent milkshake. Absolutely. So, we've worked out this is fantastic for downforce, clearly. Fantastic as a table. What else could you use it for besides an armrest?
Well, at this point, you can always use this as an ironing board, right?
I don't do ironing. Touché.
Touché. Right, champ, now that...
The important stuff's taken care of.
Oh, you've eaten?
Of course.
Haven't you?
One of the 5 most important parts of my day are behind us now. Only 4 to go.
I see it in your
and
face.
A little bit of driving,
I see it
etc.
in your face. Okay, I'd love to drive your car and you drive mine.
I'm sure you would. But this is my key and that's your key.
Ah, okay.
But I'm a good egg.
Are you sure?
All yours, mate.
You look after her and I'll look after yours. Is that a deal?
As we always do.
Stay tuned. After the break, we find out who's enjoyed whose car more.
There's a lot of things we do on All Things Motoring. One of the things we don't do enough is spend time in the shade.
No.
In the beautiful shade. Gugu, how do we sum up today?
Today's been an amazing day, driving 2 fantastic cars, even though you didn't get the memo, but I forgive you. Now that I know what this is all about. Your side?
After driving them, there's only one thing to me that they've got in common.
Yeah.
What is it for you?
Look, for me, it's the fact
Wrong, they're white. For the rest, they're totally different.
Oh, thanks for that.
But, sorry, you were going to say something.
Yes, before I was really interrupted. No, it's the fact that they demand you to drive or command you to drive them the way they were built to be driven. So this is a cruiser, right? I'm sure you
100%.
experience that. And this is your boy racer. This just wants to go. It's got good linear acceleration. The tractability here is madness. The steering, cornering is sharp handling.
Absolutely.
You've got yourself a gem.
But thank you. You've nailed it. It's truly like, this is like the new generation, instant and now generation. One of the things about the Merc that strikes me, engine, gearbox and accelerator. You press accelerator, it sends a message to the gearbox. Hey dude, I want to go faster. The gearbox says, okay, I got it. Sends a message to the engine, listen, we've got a request to go faster. 15 seconds later, they all come together, they say, all approved and go. It's not instant like this, but I'm exaggerating a little bit. It's still very responsive, but it's just noticeably less zippy than this.
No, way less zippy than this. This is very, very instant. It's a cruiser, like I said. There is a bit of a delay, but once you get going, open up your ears,
Of course.
and enjoy.
At All Things Motoring and CHANGECARS, we never stand still. We've got some amazing news to share with our viewers.
Absolutely.
You want to share it?
You share it.
Okay. So we're launching a podcast series called Keep It or Change Cars. The simple aim of the show is to inform you, the motoring public, of everything you possibly don't know about. Gugu, give us an example.
Anything motoring related, insurance. You want to know about insurance? We'll talk about it. You want to know about financing? We'll talk about it. Car buying advice.
Write in to question@changecars.co.za. As much information as you like. Preferably send a photo of yourself, a contact number, so we can call you. Thank you. This is going to roll. You ready to soar to new heights?
Absolutely.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Before we go,
Uh-huh.
quick bet. Who's going to get there first? I'll give you a head start.
Okay.
Go for
Thanks.
it.
Good luck.
I pay for this. The crew's on my side.
Can I get my keys, please?
I'll ask you who's going to get there first.
Harties.
Who's going to get there first? So when you think of beautiful mountains in South Africa, the first thing that comes to mind has to be Table Mountain. But Table Mountain's 1400 k's away. We're at the top of the beautiful mountain in Hartbeespoort Dam. Came up on the cable car. What an afternoon we've had.
What do they call this mountain, do you know?
Mountain. The mountain in Harties. I actually don't know. I think it's all part of the Magaliesberg mountain range.
No, it's
if
stunning.
anybody watching the show wants to tell us, with pleasure, please don't criticize us for not knowing our geography
School us.
and topography. But we've had an incredible afternoon. I must add, I've just done what I love doing the most.
Which is? You charge.
Eating milkshakes.
Are you full now?
I wouldn't say full. I'm ready for dinner.
You know what the worst part about this is? You stay lean, you eat, I get fat.
I stay lean, you stay mean. Or is that not how it goes?
Of course.
Johannesburg is not exactly world famous for being a tourist city. But what amazes me, 45 minutes from Johannesburg, from Pretoria, you've got the beautiful town of Hartbeespoort with so much to offer. You speak to anybody, what did you do on the weekend? There's a strong chance they'll say,
they came out here.
Correct.
Beautiful.
For you, what is it about this place that talks to you?
For me, it's how different it is, right? It's not far from the
Correct.
city, right? You just drive 45 minutes or Ks, like you said, and you're just in a different environment. The nature, the mountains, the dam, it is stunning.
Correct, but look at it. You want to climb a mountain, you can.
Yeah.
You want to mountain bike, you can. You want to quad bike, you can.
You want to walk the trails?
Absolutely, you go up the cable car, and then for me, the absolute best part of Harties is the water. I haven't had the opportunity yet to take Gugu out on a jet ski. That beautiful, sexy, handsome man who smiles the most beautiful smile. When you've seen him on the jet ski, I promise you that smile's going to leave wrinkles like my smile.
I hope you deliver on that, because I'm really looking forward to that.
A promise made is always a promise.
Kit.
100%.
Okay, we're doing that. You heard it.
Coming up next week on All Things Motoring, we look into some driver training. Ernest tries to go fast, while Gugu tries to go sideways, and we get some valuable advice from the AMG Advanced Driver Academy.
We're at the V8 Roadhouse in Hartbeespoort Dam. What are we watching? Harties Motoring! V8.
Wait, does this feel natural? It doesn't for me. It doesn't, it's just, there's something...
All Things Motoring is owned and brought to you by CHANGECARS, the platform buyers trust with good reason. CHANGECARS works exclusively with the best manufacturer-approved dealerships. There's no safer online vehicle platform in South Africa.